What's up? What's up? What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Big Killzown. Know your phone and money still long, and the team is forever ever strong, man. I got your boy Darris Robins, CEO of Mike Ted Global. You know, we the new Boosie and Vlad. They saying out here on the street. We we the new O'Shea
That's
and Kevin
funny.
Samuels. We look. I called my detective buddy on UD. I said, man, let me find out that you want to kill the kids. Let me find out. He got the last your last name, you just took your mama name. Let me find out. O'Shea told me don't do it though.
Yeah.
No, he did. But anyway, I'm just playing. But anyway, you just got back from that West Coast player
Yeah.
over there with Meet the Blacks Part 2.
There go the man of the marketing right there. Multi-millionaire guru marketing right there, man. That's gonna work.
That's what I'm talking about right there. That's what you like to see. So
Yeah.
how did that come about? You know what I'm saying, D? Pardon me why I had to, there we
Yeah,
go.
no problem. So my bro who was you know what I'm saying, who was there with me is connected to their whole team. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So he was doing his red carpet joints, and he's one of my clients.
Okay.
So, you know, he was like, yo, man, I'm doing this red carpet. You know what I'm saying? It'd be great for you to be a part of it as well. You just need to do boom, 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 boom. You know, talk to such and such, verify who you are, this, that, and the third. And it was like, you fit all the requirements for it. And they said, let's do it. So I was just like, shh, that's a no-brainer. Let's do it. And I was already out there. This was like last minute. I was already out there. That's why I was dressed regular. Like I didn't even come prepared or nothing. I just came out and made it happen. You know what I'm saying? So shit.
Okay.
That was
Now,
lit for me. But I made a lot of connections though while I was out there. Best believe that.
Oh, okay. So this was your client. So you didn't work on the marketing for the movie, did you?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. So this was your client who sets up the event. So the whole
No. He
He
was a guest, because when you do red carpet events, you don't necessarily have to be a part of the production.
okay.
It's press. You know what I'm saying? So it's other people there that don't have nothing to do with the movie that are there just for press. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta have like plugs for that shit, because that's not regular. You know what I'm saying? That's like if you came, you just walked up to the red carpet and be like, yeah, I'm such and such. They could be like, who's your representation? Who's your list? Are you on the list? You know what I'm saying? So it was one of them things where my client is connected to the lady who set up the entire red carpet for that event.
Oh, okay.
So it was an easy joint. Once they verify who I was, prior to actually arriving, they had to look up who I was. They had to put my name on the list and everything like that. And yeah, it was great. So you type in my name on Darris Robins and you go to images, you'll see the pictures from that shit.
Oh, okay. That's nice, man. That's dope. So you got,
some celebrity looks. That's really what it is.
So so you went, I mean, because that's one of the questions I was gonna ask you is like, I know personally, from doing events and stuff like that, but as far as networking,
this it right here. See
that Getty Images, yeah.
Yep. Yeah. That's from the actual event. So when you type in my name, you go to images, it's right there.
It'll be right there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Bam. Ciroc.
Okay.
Yep.
So
it's official. Mm-hmm.
So how? So like as far as the red carpet, the black carpet event was like,
fun, bro. That shit was fun, dog.
Who all did you meet down there?
T.I., Snoop Dogg, Lil Duval, HaHa Davis. What's that dude from 106 in Park?
Terrence J.
Terrence.
Knew he was gonna be there.
Damn. Who's
wasn't there?
The OG? I'm trying to remember the OG who all on the West Coast to be like, bitch. Who was that?
Too Short.
Too Short. Yeah, that was cool because we was actually in the theater and he was right in front of our row watching the premiere. So that was fun. He had like 2-3 people with him. So it was easy to chop it up with him, but it was cool.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So
expect me in more red carpet events. Here soon. They just got to make sense, but I'm gonna go out to some more. Yeah,
so did they did you? Well, you probably ain't gonna be able to say who you got in contact with or who because you don't want to put it out there.
Plugs, bro.
No, I'm talking about as far as the new people that you met, from the people that you named, some of the people that was there.
Yeah, bro. The studio who actually did the Lionsgate, some Lionsgate people. We was talking about why Cat Williams and Mike Epps wasn't there. I can't talk about that on air though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, Mike Epps is on tour. Mike Epps is on tour. So I mean.
Well, Cat Williams, he didn't show up.
Oh, okay.
So, and this was a black owned film, independent film.
Yeah. I think it was just one of the things where with Mike, he on tour right now. And so, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why. Like that was my question about it, because I after I saw you out there, I looked and I was like, oh, but you know what though? Typically that happens where the stars, if it's a smaller movie, the small
don't
stars,
show up. Everybody else showed up though, besides the main people.
And then
Duval,
I think
when I watched the movie, Duval was in the movie as much as Mike Epps was.
Mm-hmm.
Even though Mike Epps was a bigger star. Yeah. But Duval was in the movie the most. Cat Williams was in there like third. And then Snoop Dogg was literally in there for like a minute.
That's how that go. That's how that goes.
1 minute, and he showed up. So yeah.
So I definitely felt like they should have came to you for the marketing for the film though. I mean, I think based on the name, I feel like those movies always make their money back and a little bit more. But I feel like for part 3, they need a
lot of money into that movie for them stars, bro. They put a lot, and they tried to do the Coming to America thing when they they banking on people just coming because of the names.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
So what else was you doing out there, man, in California? If you could speak on it, man. I see you got the Audi. You know what? I was looking for the Audi video, and I don't think you had sent it, but I didn't see it up on the thing. Yeah, it did go through. So, but yeah, you had the live green joint out there.
I met DJ Mustard.
Oh, okay.
I chopped it up with him. Zaytoven. Some other people, bro. It was an interesting trip out to LA. LA is weird, man. It's like it's weird out there, bro. Like certain parts of LA is like beautiful, bro.
Oh,
like I used to didn't like LA because I'm just like, I'm not really feeling just the vibe of LA. And some parts of it I still ain't really feeling, but like the Beverly Hills Rodeo Drive area is like the best shopping area in LA, period. It's the most plush. They got manicured grass, manicured everything, trees, bushes, everything. It's nice over there. And what'd you say?
Yeah, because when I went, I stayed in Koreatown a couple years ago for E3.
Yeah.
And even I'll say this, because I didn't go to the black neighborhoods, you know what I'm saying? But when I was even in the downtown Koreatown area, South Central area, even the hoods, right? With all the homelessness and everything else like that, you kind of see it and be like, at first you like, damn, but it's a overwhelming calm to it out there. Because it's even weird. Like it is weird because it's like I felt like you get a little angry when you first see it, but after a day or two out there, it's like
normal.
Oh, well, it ain't even normal. It's just you see the unity in the people out there, and that's why I feel like
people out there,
the homeless people, the you know what I'm saying, the businesses there. You see kind of the unity there. It's more of a unified thing there. And that's how so many people like kind of rise up. Because, you know, Kaylani was homeless, you know what I'm saying, for a time. They had their Star Search or whatever, or what was that, America's Got Talent. But it was a 2 or 3 or 4 year period where, you know, she was kind of down bad. And then I think she was at a nightclub or something. Nick Cannon had, you know, rediscovered her or whatever, and then, you know, the rest is history. But I find, you know, places like LA, Atlanta, like you could come up from nothing. And, you know, even when I was reading something on Young Thug on how, like, you know, they was all living in his mama's house and like everybody that's on YSL, and they were just all living in her house. And then that's why you see on the lifestyle video, he walk into that same house and give her, you know, 100,000 or whatever. So it's like, I see that, you know, when you step outside of where we come from and you see the dichotomy of it, yeah, it's bad. Yeah, it's poverty here, it's poverty there. It's people trying to get something popping. And I just see the sheer amount of people. I mean, yeah, you still gonna have the competition. Yeah, it's still beef. Yeah, it's still real outside. But just looking at some of the people that's on the come up, like the Drakeos and the, you know, 03 Greedo, you know, free him. It's just different people, you know what I'm saying, that you just see rise, and then it's like, and then they in this area where they should be kind of down bad and depressed and whatever, but they, you know, you see all the homeless people with a smile on their face, like they outside, they feed the people coming out feeding them. The churches is out there a little bit more. And, you know, so
I was going to link up with Chop Squad, but our schedules didn't line up, and chase the money.
Yeah, it's good to see that
I scheduled to link up though, but.
And then Rory did a song, you know, with Mike Will and Gucci Mane, so that's good. It's good to see them three doing well, you know what I'm saying, in the given state of everything. So what I wanted to ask you was, we talked a lot about you know, the last time about, you know, the need and the need for marketing. But can you talk about some of the success stories that you have with the marketing? Because last episode we kind of broke down the science of you know, people wanting to see that big person and then really breaking down the marketing. But this episode, I want to talk about the success stories, because people need to see that, you know, we all start at ground zero. We all start at level 0, and then we build ourselves up to where we at, just like you did. You know,
I'm my greatest success story, bro, to be honest, because outside of the celebrity people and just bigger name people or the companies and stuff like that I work with, those don't really, I do have success stories and reviews on the website, and I'll go into those, but I'm my biggest success story, bro, because I'm the one who follow all the instructions that I lay out. I'm the one that's the most consistent. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one that's focused on the goal, and I'm not distracted by BS more than my clients. I'm the one that's going to invest majority of my money into my brand. You know what I'm saying? For years, I could have got icy and flashy and all that 4 years ago, but I kept putting my money back into my business. And most people don't do that. And I'm talking about majority of my money into my business. Whereas most people, they gonna just put a little penny into their business. No, like you gotta know, first of all, you gotta know what to invest in. Because if you don't know what to invest in, then obviously you should just save it. But when you know what to invest in and you refuse to do that, then I can't take you seriously. You know? So if you got a person that can invest $1,000 a month into their music career, but they only decide to invest 100, even though our services work, I can show you an example of somebody, spending $400 a month, for 3 months, but it ain't nothing for you to blink an eye at because it's $400 a month. I can show you somebody that invested, in a viral plan, and they Instagram is at 150,000 followers from like 40, and they doing stuff, and I got to show you artists that got 100,000, a million views. I could definitely do that, but the point is, how consistent were those people? I could show you artists that got signed through using our service to get their numbers up, but were they consistent?
Yeah.
No. 9 times out of 10, these people are not consistent enough to where you can say, yeah, I work with this person, because everybody want to name drop. They see Boosie, they see Nino Brown, but that's people are sheep, so they need to see that to feel validated to work with you. You verified. Like, people don't understand that if I can show you somebody that I worked with $400, but they was on this plan for like 2-3 years, and where they at right now with that budget, that's more, and from the bottom, that's more impressive than, oh yeah, I work with some Boosie artists and he just got a budget and he just threw a bag at the shit. Yeah. Which one is more impressive? You know what I'm saying? So that's what artists don't understand, is that when you are focused on the name dropping stuff, you're gonna lose. Because 9 times out of 10, those people who you're paying based off of their name, they're paying somebody like me to do the work.
So now, when you talk about doing the marketing too, like I got a lot of questions about, in the comments and behind the scenes. The number one question is how authentic? Because, and I'm asking you this question, kind of knowing a little bit behind the veil, but really asking you because in light of, the Spotify crackdown, from the labels, the YouTube crackdown, on the labels, like, because if a person does the starter plan, or a person says, I'm saved up for a couple years, I got $10,000. I've been working my main job. I've been working side hustles. I ain't went nowhere. I didn't did nothing. I just saved this money up because I got my videos, I got my website, I got a podcast, I live stream, I put music out, I do this, I do that, I got a merch line.
What I would tell them is, first of all, you have to understand what business you're in. Most artists don't understand. They think it's the music business, but again, they don't know what type of business they are in. They are in venture capitalism. That means you invest a certain amount of money and you're bringing capital to a brand new venture. There's no guarantees that venture is going to make you money. There's no guarantees that venture is going to. This is like Shark Tank for yourself. So if you invest $10,000 or $100,000 or $1 million, that doesn't mean that you're going to break even just because of how much you invested. Now, the more you invest, it will increase your chances. Plus, having good content, being able to listen, being able to do all the other things that you need to do to build a fan base, it will help you. Timing is very important. You know, the singles that you do put out, when you put them out, cosigns, being a part of a conglomerate of other artists, you know, it's a recipe. So when an artist says, well, I've been doing this, I got this amount of money, first of all, they need to understand what they're trying to do is going to take, for them to blow up, it's going to take at least hundreds of thousands of dollars. Once they get that through their head, then whatever they invest under that is just to attract an investor or a label, or to build up to where they can get their own business loan. But if they're not understanding that, I'm not going to take their money until we have the understanding, because some artists will be like, so 10,000 ain't shit. When you compare it to blowing up, yeah, it's really not shit. Yeah, you're right. But it's more than $400. It's more than $1,000. It's more than doing nothing. And then some artists say they get discouraged and be like, well, this ain't gonna make me blow up. This ain't for you, period. Then if that's your mindset going towards it, you don't want to spend no money until you have a guarantee that you're gonna make it, then this ain't for you, because that's not how this works. There's no guarantee.
Exactly.
Just like a business. You can open up a restaurant and you can spend hundreds of thousands of dollars buying a building if you didn't want to rent it out. Whatever you call the renovations, you could do your own marketing or get our marketing or whatever. And the first grand opening, you can only have 10 people that show up.
Yeah, it's interesting that you say that.
It's risks.
I was watching a documentary on YouTube about the guy who opened up Subway, and it said it took them 10 years. They lost hundreds of thousands of dollars, and took them 10 years to get to that first Subway, and they could have had quit. Like, he had an investor, an investor actually was like helping him go through the whole thing. So it's just like, I kind of had
an investor. Imagine if it was his own money.
Yeah, he would have just folded up. Yeah. A lot of people, like, I'm gonna just go ahead on and say, like, me, I know at least with no marketing, I know I spent at least $4 or $5 grand in equipment, upgrading stuff, you know, not to mention the time and learning the algorithm and stuff like that. And so knowing that, you know what I'm saying, I knew. And that's why I think some artists be afraid, because they don't want to come over and bring their fan base to, you know, to my audience. But it's like, it's for you. Like, I seen how you used the interview, and how I knew that it was gonna be a win-win, because the way that I interview and the questions that I ask is gonna get, because these are the questions that the people, they get too emotional when they get on your live and you get on your Darris Samuels, you know what I'm saying? You know, he turned in, he go from Darris Robins, and he put his name tag on, and it'd be Darris Samuels, and you know he be in the, like, see that same, I mean, it looked like you got the same blind. He just cut the little light on. He got that little light in the back, the little lava lamp. Got the got the little music. Yeah, he got the little music. He probably sitting right there. We don't even know it.
Yeah, he right behind the camera, right over there, telling me, "No, you do that right there." Yeah. But for real,
Yeah, but
artists are
I'm just
very
saying,
emotional about this shit, bro. It's not even it's not even a it's not even you can't even I don't even have the words to say really on what I'm trying to say is just artists are very unlearned on the venture that they're in, because music has nothing to do with it has something to do with the music business, but when you come at the music business,
like a lick. Like you can't just come at this
it's
as a lick.
different, bro. Like I've dealt with people, and I'm dealing with people that want to start labels and production and media companies, but they come from corporate America, or they come from their business that they have, right? They feel like, well, if I've made a ton of money in this business, my passion is to do music, and my passion is to help artists and all this other type of stuff, which is cool, but you don't know the music business. So you can't just say, because I'm successful in or the
Market,
restaurant,
restaurant, accountant, stuff like that. You got to be able to
you
learn.
a surgeon. I was marketing, or I was gonna market it and go through a surgeon, like probably what year is that? Probably like 1, 2, 3, like at least 3 or 4 years ago. He was a surgeon, bro, from Wash U. And he was like, but my passion is music. I'm like, what? You're a surgeon. You went to school to be a surgeon, and you want to rap? It was a white dude. It was like the most weird shit ever, because I was just like, yeah, you got the money to do it, but like let me say it like this: the music business, entertainment business is so attractive, bro. This is why all the basketball players want to be around rappers, not because they feel like they're gonna make more money with the rappers. It's the fame part about it. Imagine you are a football player and you a linebacker, and you making, let's say, $1 million a year. Let's just say real basic, $1 million a year, and you a lineman. But you not known or famous.
No.
What you gonna do is, most of them, they gonna get into certain circles where they around rappers, and they gonna buy jewelry so they can look like rappers, because of that fame. So look at James Harden. James Harden want to hang out with Lil Baby. You know what I'm saying? He want to be around Lil Baby because Lil Baby's famous.
But it's like, bro, you make more than LeBron. Why would you even want to go, like,
salary wise, but not overall, just salary wise?
I mean, I don't get.
The Nike deal. His Nike deal is crazy. He don't make more than LeBron. He make more than LeBron's salary, but overall, with them shoes and shit, his deal, Space Jam, hell no.
No, LeBron, but I'm just saying, like, it kind of baffles me, and it's like,
entertainment business is always gonna be. It's always gonna be somebody that's gonna want to be involved in entertainment, no matter what. No matter if the stock market crash, you got to go to entertainment to get a pick me up. Entertainment is never gonna lose. Music is never gonna be something that people not gonna want, because you see how fast Travis Scott Festival sold out.
Yeah, man.
That shit sold out in I forgot how many minutes it sold out.
I was trying to get tickets,
3 minutes, 10 minutes or some shit. He made like $10, $20 million in like 5-10 minutes
for maybe an hour worth of work. And then he gonna have his artists out there. He gonna have the technical people out there. Merch.
He gonna have merch. He gonna have sponsors. Them just tickets. Them ain't even sponsors.
Yeah.
So people want to go. People are like ready to go to festivals, and they ready to go out, and they're ready to do stuff and burn some of that energy. You know, so entertainment is gonna always be a valuable industry. You know what I'm saying? Music, film, sports. You know what I'm saying? It's just part of our society.
But D, come on now. Like, if I'm using my check global services, how can I verify everything is legit, bro? Because I don't want to be finished.
You can't verify it unless you pay for it. Because I can say anything and you're not gonna believe it. And if you don't want to pay for it, then go. I'm not gonna say I don't really care, because that's not really the word. But this is a business where transparency is always skeptic. You can always be skeptical to transparency. You know, if you are a person that is skeptical about everything, but you're in this business where you need this service, period. If it's Mic Check Global, if it's Mic Check local, whatever company, the label, you need marketing. So it's really no excuse for you to try it. If it could, because it's the thing, right? Artists are so critical over marketing, but they're not critical over spending $300, $400, $500,000 on music videos and studio time. And they don't say, well, am I gonna get my money back? No, you got studio time. You got a video shot. But when it comes to marketing, hey, am I gonna get some money back from this? Or is it legit? Bruh.
Because they can point and still say that video is like, man, I did the video. At least I did the video. At least I put it out. At least.
And then I said it is. Nobody watched it. So does it even matter that you shot this video? Do you even care that nobody watched it? That's what I would say next.
But let me ask you this question though. My thing is, because if I'm an artist and I was to invest and I say, okay, I'm going to come with the 400 plan, then I'm going to gradually move up. Or I'm an artist, I saved a couple years of my money. I made sure my money was right on my end. So this marketed, even if whatever plan I go with, if I go with the starter plan, the accelerator, if I go with the viral plan, or I do a custom plan, and my money and my finances straight, or like I'm on the low end, so my bills is maybe I make 2,500 a month, you know what I'm saying? And my bills is like 800, so I got.
Hey, you might be able to qualify to get a business loan if you're making $2,500 a month. You got to make this shit happen. We got programs for that too. If you make at least $2,500 a month, it'll qualify you to get some to get you financing. There's ways around this shit. It's just people don't like. Again, it's not for everybody. Like, everybody can be an artist. Not everybody's gonna have a career in music. So to have a career in music, you have to take financial risks. You have to put your money at risk and build a career the right way. It's just what you have to do. And I recommend artists doing more than just being an artist, but be a writer, be a producer, be more than what you claim to be. If you don't, like, everybody's different. Everybody's not gonna have, the skills to do everything. But if you're in the music business, you're gonna have to learn how to do something else too. Because everybody isn't lucky to be the most popular dude in school, or the dude that's a part of the that's a blood or a crip. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the reasons why 30 Deep is where he's at because he a Crip. He got connections. He got a network. You know what I'm saying? Like artists don't understand. Majority of the big artists was already popular in some type of way. Either you was a football player or a basketball player or a pretty boy or a Pookie and Ray Ray in school, but you was a part of a gang with 100 people, and them 100 people know 10 people. So right there, you got 1,000 people that'll come out to your show or just rocking with your music because you one of the top dudes in your neighborhood. So how hard is it to get everybody to like your music when you like Quavo was a quarterback in high school. The dude I used to work with, he was like a thug in school and shit, but he was known in school. You know, a lot of people, if you go into their high school, who they were in high school is really gonna show you where they're gonna be. Who they are. Yeah, like Smino, I didn't go to high school with him, but I went to middle school with him. But in high school, he was pretty known. You know what I'm saying? And he had connections.
Let me say this real quick. Okay, so I'm the artist. Yeah. Now I'm about to pay for the service. But what is I'm going back to what I was saying earlier. What is the guarantee? So I invest, building up my social media, and then boom, I wake up one day and they say my channel is terminated. You know, this, that, and the third, and it was around the same time. Now they didn't give me an answer why. They just said, "Hey, we got some fraudulent activity going on." So what then?
I mean, that's the thing, bro. When it comes to you talking about what, YouTube or something?
YouTube, Spotify, the streaming services.
Streaming services. So the thing about the streaming services is this. One thing I do know, and I was told this, is that the celebrity artists, they have a certain threshold of bullshit streams they can allow on their music to inflate their numbers. I don't know the percentage, but I know they're allowed to have it. When you don't have a distribution deal with a label and you going through TuneCore and DistroKid and all these indie type of distributors, you really at the whim of the distributor to claim if your streams is real or not.
Okay.
You have articles talking about artists who were called out for having fraudulent streams that weren't fraudulent. They just did advertising. But the distributor is looking at you as an indie artist. You don't supposed to have the numbers. But if you was distributed through Universal, they're not really going to look at your shit because you distributed through Universal. You're not distributed through DistroKid. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that people don't even understand, that type of angle to it. So when you have artists that claim they're getting these numbers and without no label, these people got signed, bro. You just don't know who they signed through. You don't know who they distributed through. That automatically blow up and this person is connected to, but these people already got deals lined up, already signed, but they putting them through the independent chitlin circuit to make it seem like they on the come up. All the while,
but what do you do to safeguard your clients from that? Because that's where I feel like it is.
I'm going to that. So again, when it comes to Spotify and the distributors make that call and they blame Spotify for it, but it's not Spotify. It's the distributors that say, "Oh, this is fraudulent. This is this. This is that." The distributors make that call themselves.
Okay. What about YouTube?
YouTube, I haven't really I don't really know of any like fraudulent viewership or anything like that. I haven't really seen anything like that. I know they do have it though for like monetized channels and things like that. I knew they do have it, but I haven't seen anything pertaining to that. I haven't ran across hearing anybody say, "Oh, they said it wasn't real and it ended up being real." And I mean, last time I heard about something like that was probably when Artist was on Vlad TV's YouTube, and they was running like fake views through his YouTube channel, and that's why he stopped putting Artist videos on there. Because remember, he used to do that. And I heard that. Yeah, because he took a little B stuff down. He took a lot of music videos down from Vlad YouTube. That was the last time I heard about that. But when it comes to Spotify and you know stuff like that, like they don't even pay free streams anymore. Like if you don't have a Spotify subscription and you was to stream an artist, the artist doesn't get paid off of free streams anymore. Only paid subscriptions now. So that is another layer to the bullshit again. You know what I'm saying? Because if you are an artist and you thinking you're gonna get a certain amount of royalties, but if your streams are coming from people who don't pay for Spotify, you're not gonna get paid for those. A lot of people don't know that. They pay differently from family plans. They pay differently from dual plans. They also pay royalties. Student plans, and they also pay royalties based on the country that you're from, that the streams are coming from. So it's not transparent when it comes to them. They change the rules whenever they want. It's almost beneficial for independent artists to focus on YouTube, like the one I give the example 106 in Park. 106 in Park is where the videos used to be, where people they heard the song, but they wanted to rush home and watch that video. I say the same thing with YouTube. They got to be able to dominate the YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So it actually makes sense for the fans to know what's your vibe, what's your image. You know what I'm saying? To really bond with you, they got to watch the videos. So I've been telling artists, don't really focus. I mean, yeah, you can focus on the Spotify and all that, which is cool. But like YouTube and Instagram is visual. Like you can be placed in a playlist all day long on Spotify and people could just be streaming it, but they not. I mean, you're going to have a very, very small percentage of them people actually go to Instagram, go to YouTube and follow you if they discover you through Spotify. Now, SoundCloud was a little bit different because SoundCloud was promoting certain artists behind the scenes to give more traction and attraction to SoundCloud. So they was boosting up people through the algorithm on purpose to see who would, because you had so many people from SoundCloud that were just blowing up. But what's happening now? Who else is blowing up from SoundCloud?
Nobody.
It ain't like artists don't upload on there anymore.
Nobody. I mean, it's a good platform if you're doing a podcast, because I mean I know.
Yeah, but it's dead now. Like my mixtapes, that shit is super dead.
Yeah. Any
mixtape websites that's dead. You know, so. But yeah, I just say focus on. I mean, we have the plans with Spotify and all that, but when it comes to a fan base, YouTube subscribers is number one over Instagram followers, which is over Spotify. Because whenever you release a visual, and you got people that's watching them videos, them your real fans. Real fans watch your music videos. Period. The ones that want to come out to your show have seen a video because they seen you visually, right? Mm-hmm. So they want to see you visually in person, right? That's why, and people artists want to talk about royalties and making money. Your show gonna make more money than anything you're doing. Exactly. It's gonna be faster. You ain't gotta wait 3-4 months. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro. To answer your question is just you don't have control over it with Spotify unless you have a distribution deal with a major label or a label that's recognized by Spotify.
Okay.
So in any event, what we recommend is just go to a different distributor and just re-upload it to a different distributor. That's what we recommend.
Well, I'm saying more so like, okay, I'm invested into the marketing. Mm-hmm. Now my stuff gets taken down, and we've already invested into this campaign, whether it be my YouTube channel, whether it be my Instagram, whether it be because now I gotta start all the way back over. Are you gonna, get them back?
No, you don't have to. It's not really starting all the way over. When I've dealt with artists who had their music taken down from Spotify, their numbers still are there. Nothing gets removed, as in like it's all you got to start all the way over. These people have already heard your music. You already got people that's following you. You just go to a different distributor. That's all it is. Okay. Just re-upload.
But what about you?
But that's rare though. That's rare. Like I don't really come across like situations like that. It's rare. You know what I'm saying?
Even artists, on YouTube, because
let me say this. Because artists, they also work with other people. So artists working with different promoters, you don't really know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? This could be something from an old project or old promotion or whatever. So I just let artists know, like in any event, you just re-upload it and go with a different distributor. And that's takes care of that. But YouTube, like I said, I've never ran across nothing like that because we use ads. We use YouTube ads. So it's not even I've never experienced that. I've never experienced a client who had any type of takedown because usually that happens when people are monetized, and none of the artists I work with are nowhere near monetized. They ain't even got 10 watch time hours.
Oh, okay. So they just not starting. So so
like to get a channel taken down, you got to be first monetized. Because I know hella artists that's paying for fake views and none of their pages is going down. So YouTube don't care unless your shit is monetized. Yeah. Then they looking at your shit like, hold on now, where are these views coming from? Because
because that's my question. Because I'm monetized, so you know what I'm saying. If I want to get down with you, it's like okay.
I use ads, bro. You can see where the shit's coming from. Like when you go to traffic source and all that, you can see like either it's suggested, ads or playlists. That's the traffic source. You don't really have a lot of external. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like external is like it's not necessarily bad because external is basically somebody took your link and put it on Facebook or put it on Instagram or some other site. It was probably it could be embedded somewhere and they just watched it from there. So that doesn't necessarily mean it's fake, but it'll be either subscribers. You can you'll look at it and see it'll say subscribers or non-subscribers. You'll see like how many that is. Then you see your traffic source, related, suggested, recommended, ads, and what's the other one? ads, and playlists.
Okay. Yeah, because those are just like the big questions that I was getting.
My YouTube is monetized on Mike Check Global.
But that's what I'm saying. So it's like when you that's a big question and everybody wants to know right there. It's because you put that money in, it goes away. What guarantees are you gonna do on your end to make sure that we get it back up and running?
If something was to go wrong, basically.
Especially if like I'm starting at zero. I ain't went and got. Now we know, you and I know when somebody has got maybe 5,000-6,000 followers and they've been working with this person over here. Usually they'll tell you because they'll be like, "Yeah, I work with such and such."
But that's the thing, bro. Like whenever I've experienced an artist that had a takedown, they've always worked with other people. In the past, while we working, it's always like that. Artists ain't loyal. They don't just work with one person. 9 times out of 10, they working with 2-3 other people, bro.
And then that's what causes the problem most of the time. Okay, because now we get into it. Because
I'm just being transparent, bro. Like this shit does happen.
Yeah.
But there's workarounds to it. Like I've even had artists ask me, do I know how to fake their shit? You see what I'm saying? So we gonna get to it, then let's get to it. We can get real deep into it because the thing is, artists know deep down if they want the numbers to impress people that they know, or do they just want fans that they are growing themselves? And 9 times out of 10, they just want to impress people that they know with their numbers.
Which ain't spending. See, that's the one thing that you said, and I want to break down for everybody, is that it's important to have people that's actually fans of you, that supporters of you, that love you. If you trying to do this to impress people and you're not trying to, that's the number one thing that you said that, the clip that Hayes actually took it out for me, because I was thinking that's like one of the first clips that when we get finished with these, because I got some clips in the archive, so I'm getting ready to get on my clips. I'm getting ready to get on my Vlad
on your
bag and so, on my boot. We gonna have it.
You know how many it's people on YouTube that's talking about artist stuff. These content creators, they talking about like how to grow a fan base and all this stuff. They're not even marketers, bro. They just talking shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't offer, because I'm like, if you know what you talking about and you so intelligent,
then you would been blown up already.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. You should have a service. Now, some of them do have a service, but it's like, I don't really use YouTube to try to funnel in clients, because the quality of clientele from YouTube is trash. Most of the time, the people that's watching, that's looking hot, like it was a dude, I don't know if it was an advertisement or a YouTube video I watched, but the dude was like, how you can grow a fan base for $5. I don't want them type of fucking that demographic, bro. I don't want them. I don't want to make videos like that to increase my reach, and because I don't want to work with artists that don't want to spend no money or don't understand that they have to spend money.
Exactly.
I know my demographic. I know my customer base. I'm not gonna set myself up for nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I'm looking forward to them clips, because you can put thumbnails on them, and you can. Darris Robins talks about, or I would say Mike Check Global. My personal name, they don't really search that much, but like Mike Check Global, CEO of Mike Check Global talks about like shit like that. Them titles will work, but my personal name, they don't really look up for real.
I mean, because that's my thing. Oh yeah, like that's my thing is like, I want people to come and watch these in full first, because those are the people that are actually going to benefit off of it. Because if I just, because see, what I see with a lot of certain personalities, they get a lot of heat because they drop that clip and they don't make people go watch. They just trying to view porn. Yeah, and it's like I was like, man, let's let these live a little bit and come back, because people gonna, they gonna watch this a year.
They gonna watch this years down the line. This shit is gonna turn up. That's how content works. They go back and they go pull the other stuff, and then you can do flashbacks, and then you can do, because it's like ever since Coach K said it's 200,000 if you want to make a song go number one, people been a little bit more transparent about how much this shit costs. Young Dolph said 250. This one lady, I forget her name, was on an interview in Atlanta. She was like,
Wendy Day.
She was like 150. Yeah. So I'm like, what the fuck is the point of keeping this shit a secret for?
Well, if they keep that's what I was saying.
That's bullshit. Like, just let people know. So because I don't know why they don't think people got money. Nigga, it's people with money all over the place.
I'm finna tell you why. Because
let people know,
if
man.
See, hold on, Doug. I'm finna tell you why.
Tell me why.
If I tell people that it's 100, 250 to just to blow you up, just to get you started in the game. Now if I put in 500, then we get a I Love McConan, we get a Rebecca Black Friday, we get a hit song. We might get a Drake or two in there, a Kendrick or two in there, who was gonna take it and run with it, or we're not gonna get anybody. So what's happening is you're starting to see more. The reason why they're doing that is they telling people now is because they want more fans, because now everybody and their mama rap. Now everybody and their mama is a streamer and a content creator. They wasn't doing this when I was doing it 10 years ago, or when you was being an artist 10 years ago. Like we was doing this for damn near 30 years with no money. Yep. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say what I made, but the point is they're not passionate about. So they telling people now to make people be fans, because the sales numbers will go back up. Because that's why you starting to see right now, Moneybagg do 150 in 2 weeks. You starting to see Dirk and Lil Baby do 150 in 2 weeks. A week. You starting to see this Migos gonna do 200 by next week. You starting to see those things, because
I don't think Migos gonna hit 100, bro.
I think they're gonna hit 100. Just off of.
You want to put a bet on it?
No, I ain't gonna put a bet on it, but I know they gonna hit 200 with that Drake,
200
with the Drake, with the Cardi, with the Juice WRLD,
they gonna Justin Bieber. Ooh, they be lucky if they hit 100. They might the max if they do hit 100. Cause hold on, let me see something real quick. This how much they got. Give me 1 second. I think they're gonna hit like 90.
No, I think they're gonna hit more.
Oh shit! I must be wrong to the motherfucker. They say Academic said they're gonna sell 135.
Yeah, I told you, because reason being because we want them back. It was the show and prove moment. Was the project?
Because Lil Baby and Lil Durk did 158.
Yeah.
Polo G is at 175, so he did more than Drake and not Drake, Lil Baby and what's the name?
Migos combined. Wow.
Yeah, Durk and Baby, they did more than Durk and Baby.
Wow.
So that's crazy. He's number one. That's crazy. Migos, that's 135. Anything over 100, people saying is a W.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you, why they telling people, and I had to get the gum out on you. That's why I'm telling you that they're telling people how much the gateway of entry is, because you won't have Joe Smo block rapper or Joe Smo backpack rapper a Joe Smo singer or Joe Smo IG/OnlyFans model try to become an artist, because you're gonna have the people who are low tier, who are just kind of bubbling, they getting started. It might be a few years to where they kind of blow up like a Lil B or Riff Raff or somebody like that. Then you're gonna have your in the middle people like a Dolph that will go up to being a big person, you know. Then you got your superstars, your Drakes, your Nickies, the Cardi's, whatever. But they're putting the number out because they want more fans. Because if we got 1,000 artists that's popping, let's just say we got 1,000 industry artists. We got low industry, they just coming in. We got mid tier. We got superstar. Then we got underground. That's outside of the label. That could be low tier, just starting out, mid tier, and then they end up hitting Tech 9 status. We want to make sure that we have more fans, and that's why these numbers are going up, because you have these interviews coming out, because you have our discussion. People probably watched these last 2 interviews and was like, well, damn, I'm gonna have to come out of that much amount of money. And then a lot of people had a mentality. Some people like, look, I'm gonna come to Darris. I'm not gonna sign it to a label, but I'm gonna come to Darris with the $400 a month. I'm gonna do that until I start making some more money. Might do the $400 for a year or 2. Then I might jump up to the accelerator. Then I might jump up to the complete plan. And then, okay, a couple years go by, But a lot of people are waking up and saying, well, damn, if I have to get $250,000, I might have to go in debt. Me personally, I'm more of a let me be financially stable and then invest type of person, because it's not a rush for me, because I'd rather improve the product than put money into it instead of trying to put money into it while I'm trying to boost it up, because people can go back and see the things that by accident when I wasn't trying, because people be trying too hard. They try too hard. It's like I gotta make it so bad, and the people who
I look at it like this, bro. It's a pacing thing. If artists ain't willing to pace, because I tell artists this all the time. A lot of y'all got y'all best music already out. What you gonna do with it? You ain't gonna re-release it. You ain't gonna shoot another music video for it and put somebody on a remix. Like, what we doing?
Exactly. And people be asking me like, man, why you ain't coming out with why you ain't did the Hit Me Up video yet? I mean, y'all gonna keep streaming it and keep watching it? I'm holding it hostage. I'm like, hey, I know it's fire. I'm like, hey, I could do this when I feel like it. I got about 2 or 3 more of them over here that I might have already slid under your nose that you don't even know that if you was paying attention. But that's why it's my channel trailer. But that's the thing, people don't feel like you got to know when you got a bomb on your hands, and then you got to treat it as such. Like, the nuclear warheads, they don't just be, hey, we got these mothers out here. It's right down there by the arch or right by the airport. Y'all come, we outside with it. We got some sticks out here with they don't keep that stuff out there like that. People who got banks, they don't put the vault on the outside of the bank for you to see it. You can just drive past it. It's a little glass case with the vault in it, and then you go out there and can crack that mug. They don't do that. It's on the inside, behind 2 or 3 doors that lock, with another door on it, a seal on it that you can't even get into unless you saw it open or blow it open or get an 18-wheeler or something, Fast and Furious. And that's what people don't understand when it comes to the game. So it's just weeding out the people, but has it stopped your business though? Like, has it slowed down your business that now that you told people this is what it takes?
Nope, it's increased it. Because it demystifies it. Because I don't have I have an abundance mindset. I don't have a scarcity mindset. I like to be transparent so people know how much it costs to do what they're trying to do. Because what I'm gonna do, say $400 gonna blow you up. So if I don't say that, you're not gonna sign up for it, right? If I don't say, hey, $400, man, do the starter plan, bro, that's gonna get you lit. If they want me to say that, then I don't mind not getting the sale because that's lying. I'm not finna lie to you and tell you finna blow up on no 50, you know what I'm saying, $400 plan, and you know that ain't gonna blow you up, bro. And artists know deep down it's not gonna blow them up, but they want to be geeked into buying it, and they want to be emotional buying it, and then they're gonna be looking at the numbers, refreshing the page every 3 minutes. Like, that's not how you become successful. Just refreshing the page, like, oh, I got another 100 views. Refresh the page again. I got another 100 views. They just staring at their screen all day.
Like this all day.
Like, that's one piece of your career. You got to do other stuff. How are you networking? Are you going to events? Are you doing photo shoots? Are you doing, just different stuff, bro? Like, get creative content. Are you doing other things to level up your brand? You know, are you networking properly? Like, once we do the social media stuff, you need to get out of the house and go network and reach one fan at a time. Are you even performing? Like, do you know artists don't even really perform, bro?
Yeah. And you know why they don't perform?
Don't even perform. Like, I be like, y'all don't even be performing. Like, how do you not perform? Like,
because you know why?
I don't even do, and even if you do open mics, even if you do showcases and you go and do showcases around your city, open mics, and you go to different cities and stuff, you can reach one fan at a time doing that shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's really no excuse to me.
And they should already be doing that beforehand. Like, for real. Like, you should already be doing all of that stuff before you even hit up with Darris. Like, Darris should be like the final level in the final cog in the machine that you should already be doing.
People be wanting to talk to me when they music ain't even finished. I'm like, yo, bro, your music ain't even done, and you trying to talk? Like,
the music ain't done.
You crazy?
Ain't no videos. Ain't no. I mean, not even a video, because you can wait and shoot the video, and you can hold it. Make sure you got some hot music.
Right.
And it's like people feel like it's a rush, like it's a timing thing, but you also got to know what you got. You know,
bro. I've gotten calls from people, messages from people that know I've been doing marketing for years. That's like, yo, you still doing that marketing stuff? I'm like, that's a stupid question, bro. Of course I'm doing that. What else am I doing?
Man,
here they be like, oh, you doing that marketing stuff, bro? I'm trying to link up. I just send them the website link,
and then they don't never
reply back. So it's just like,
because they feel like they finna hit you. They finna hit you with that STL smoke screen. They finna pull up on you. They finna, I'm
hell no.
Like,
no, bro, you're wasting my time. How about you just research what it is that you want to do? Once you got the plan that you want to discuss, then I can answer your questions. I don't have a problem answering questions. But if you ain't ready to get started, then we don't need to talk.
Exactly.
Because there's videos of me talking about all this online for free.
Yep. So let me ask you this question. Now, we talked about the St. Louis scene, right? Yeah. What could the scene do, in your opinion? Because we explained why it wasn't working, but what would it take for the scene?
What would it take?
Yeah, right. What do you think it would take?
Oh, this a moment you gonna post. I know you're gonna post this. So you smart. So what St. Louis can do to improve its music scene or to even have a music scene.
Mm-hmm.
What St. Louis would need to do, number one, is to understand that you all need to be able to understand that your city is very small and it is a microcosm of, first of all, Missouri, because most of y'all don't even know there's other cities in Missouri besides Jefferson and St. Peter's and St. Charles and Kansas City. Okay. Understand that how you view things in St. Louis, how the politics in St. Louis is completely ass backwards to the rest of the world. The rest of the United States, the rest of the people that's doing music is totally ass backwards. When you need somebody in that city, when you make it aware that you need somebody, they will pull back and dangle it above your head and make it seem like they're bigger than you because they need you. We talking about the root cause of the nonsense that's going on there.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not willing to help people and just basic stuff, how are you going to possibly help somebody with music? It's not even a culture of supporting just basic stuff. So how can you support somebody's business or somebody's music career? You can't. Now, the young youth that's coming up are starting to change it. I'm starting to see some things, but it's going to take probably another generation to just flush out all the old heads that's been hating and causing this problem, this cancer that's in that city. But this is the problem they're going to run into. Them old heads got the money though.
Yeah.
So even if you a youngster and you got your group and you got the new STL or the new Lou or whatever they call it, none of them artists out there, new Lou with Heavy G in them, they made it. It's only been the ones that had an investor outside of the city. They went outside of their city and they connected. That's how you're going to do it. You have to go outside of the city to build with people that are going to take you to where you need to go. And then you can come back and do things. Similar to the STL Fest that they just did.
Oh, boy. Go ahead.
I don't know anything about it. I just heard it was the Shorty and Murphy Lee, I think, put together.
Yeah, it was a good turnout, but they had like you said, they had the money to do it.
Right. So what artists did they have on it?
They had Prince Kiki. They had Riley was there.
Who these people?
Rico the Mac is they got this song called "Make It Pop" that's been going viral in the city. It's starting to branch out. They starting to get it added to different radio stations. They playing in the strip clubs. Like, you probably heard it, in passing or whatever. But they've been actually working their record for like a year. I've been waiting to see, if they gonna hit you up, because at this point they didn't. They should, because they did everything else. You didn't made the connections. You didn't.
Bro, that's the thing, bro. They do what they feel is what's gonna work, but they don't do the stuff that actually works. Like what 30D Grimy did with 10K, not 10K projects, with his management, 100, whatever it is. They invested into their social media, bro. That's the only reason why he getting all these views, and he with Drew Film did and all these, which is a part of that management team. They throwing hundreds of thousands of dollars into these artists, man. How you think he got this feature with Lil Baby? You think it just was? You think it was just just do this solid for me, Lil Baby? You know what I'm saying?
No, this was 100,000, like,
Right. So if Lil Baby comes on record and says he's charging 100,000, for a feature,
mm-hmm.
then what you think these people was doing? Which was cheap actually, because it's supposed to be way more than that.
Yeah, and y'all missed the boat when he was coming here at first with the 20 and 30,000.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So to for the city to be bigger, it's gonna start with the youth, and the youth are gonna have to go outside of the city and make waves along with the waves that they made. Like LA Foles should have created his buzz outside of the city as soon as he came home, because he already had the city on lock. He should have went to other markets immediately. Because once you get on locally and you know you can do a show and 500 to 1,000 people gonna come out, that's when you remove yourself from that city, because you already got it for the most part. For the most part, you already got it.
I think he's doing that now. He's been doing a lot of. He was with Waka, and I think he's getting from underneath Slim. Like Slim tried to clean up his image and everything else like that, and that didn't work. We want to hear all of the. We want to hear all of the shoot 'em up, bang bang.
I don't think that was. They haven't even been involved with each other for years. That's whoever was his manager at the time misguided his career.
I mean, you feel, and then. You know, he kept getting locked up. He got locked up again, and then it's like the momentum just keeps getting slowed down. So it's like
he ain't move. That's what I'm saying. Like, he already got the city on lock. He should move now.
Yeah, I mean, all it takes is one hit song. He still got the city.
No, 30 deep left.
Okay, I'm saying if LA Foles.
I know, but he's the biggest rapper in the city, period. 30 Deep is the biggest rapper, period. You can't even say Comethazine is anymore. Yeah, 30 Deep is that dude.
Yeah.
Period. It's clear now. It's not even, well, maybe if LA Foles do this. No, it's not a question. 30 Deep Rhyme is that dude. Period. And and he's with the right people. He's with the right management. He got the right film people. He got the whole setup. He's ready to get signed to a major.
Okay. So let me ask you this question. So do you feel like
Dead Goofy's got 10 million views, bro?
Wow, already? Okay.
It's been 1 year now.
Okay.
First day out, got 1 month ago, got 1 million plus 3 million views.
Yeah.
Make It Clap got 500,000 views in 1 week from that Soulja Boy remix. Yeah, he the hottest. He the most, and he got 259,000 subscribers on his YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, I see it, man. If people be asking from all different cities and everything, he's starting to build it. So, my next question is, do you feel like, when you get, how many industry clients, you ain't got to say no name, but how many industry clients do you get nowadays, now that you have these cemented relationships with like a Boosie, Nino Brown? Like, how many industry clients do they reach out, and do they try to play the run? A handful? Yeah,
a handful. I mean, I got some that just watch. Because see, the thing about the industry, man, it's a group that they gotta trust you.
Before they let you in.
Before they let you in, but not so much of that. Just they gotta trust you, man. It's like a what do you call that, man? I'm trying to think of the word.
Fraternity.
Yeah, but it's like what's the word? I'm trying to think, man. It's like a club. It's like a club where they gotta, accept you into the fold to a certain degree. If you want to call it a fraternity or a sorority or call it a club or whatever you want to call it, it's a group that people, are let in. or you are accepted because it's easier to maneuver because people vouching for you.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't have that, it's going to be a struggle making the moves because you don't know who to really work with and you don't have plugs on certain things. Like, I posted on Facebook about getting like on the front page of Apple Music was like 100,000. And then there's one dude, I forget his name, but he was like, I got a plug that can do it for 50. So I'm like, well, shit, if you got a plug that'll do it for 50, then, first of all, that's kind of funny because if he does have that plug, there's an artist that is close to him that must not have the money or they don't believe in themselves to get that done. But just those different type of things, like being on Spotify's playlists, those are plugs and connects you gotta have, bro. You can't just, you just gotta talk. You gotta know people to be able to do certain stuff like that.
Okay.
And those type of relationships you gotta build long term, over time, and they just gotta watch you and watch your moves, and they'll do business with you on the outward side. You know what I'm saying? They'll do business out here, but in here, that's
what it really get done. So let me ask you this question. Do they feel like you a threat because you are pretty much
I don't really think so, bro. I don't think they look at me as a threat because I do good business. You know what I'm saying? I don't do bad business. So a threat would be if I had financiers backing my own label. That'd be different. If I had, $100 million for my label, then and then still had connections to Spotify and YouTube and Apple Music and all these other things that I needed that the industry doesn't have their hands on, but the industry got their hands on everything. So that's difficult to really be a threat because they got their hands on everything. The only way you can be a threat is if you somehow undermine their power, which is like not possible because their hands isn't too much. Because guess what? If they like 6ix9ine, they could just ban you from playlists. What other way are you gonna get on Rap Caviar? If the people at Rap Caviar banned you from their shit, then it's gonna cut his sales in thirds because he's not on the playlist. And then what else? Touring. If they can't get you with pop playlists, they can get you with touring. Oh, you a danger, you a threat to the what's the name? We're not gonna book you like NBA YoungBoy. That was killing his bag because he couldn't do shows. Gucci Man, it was killing his bags when he couldn't do shows. You know what I'm saying? So like they'll figure out a way to get you if they feel like you're a threat. But if you do good business and you're not trying to, like, I'm not trying to really change shit, really. I'm just able to maneuver and traverse where I'm trying to go to get to traverse different obstacles to get where I'm trying to go. But
and where are you
really change this shit, bro? Like this shit is too ingrained in. Nah, bro, it's too hard to change it. To change it, it's gonna take multiple lifetimes because it took multiple lifetimes to get to here. So anytime people be like, man, we need to change this, bro, it's not going. You can say that all day you want, but it's not going to change in your lifetime.
No.
Which means you got to lay the groundwork for your children, and then your children's children pass the baton. But if you just trying to live through life like you gonna change some shit, like, bro, that's delusional. You're never gonna change something like what how this shit is set up in your generation because it happened for hundreds of years. hundreds to thousands of years shit been a certain type of way. They don't supposed to discourage you, but you got to know the rules of the game if you're gonna want to win.
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you this question. This is my last question for this part, because we'll have we're gonna do a part 4, y'all, because we know y'all love it and y'all know that you know what I'm saying. Like we love doing it, and you know I had to dig deep, and we gave y'all a couple weeks off so y'all catch y'all breath and go back and watch it.
Yeah, next one gonna be after probably August.
Okay.
Because I got an artist that I'm gonna show.
Oh man.
So sometime in August, probably it'll be probably somewhere around August or September is the next time we should do it, because I'll have a couple of examples.
Okay.
I got people with bigger budgets coming through now. So on the indie side, so I can show what a certain little budgets have done. I'm not gonna reveal the budget, but I'm gonna be like, this is like some people that we didn't help. But they gotta come with, I mean, it's expensive, bro. It's no way really around this shit. But yeah, we should have some examples here.
In a minute.
Oh, yeah.
So let me ask you this last question. What is your ultimate goal for Mic Check Global and for the company, and for like, what is your goal for everything? Because my thing is, you know, seeing that you building this and then you being so transparent, because I don't know anybody in the industry. I feel like when you started being transparent, the industry kind of started being more transparent. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's why I asked you, what do they view you as a threat? Because now it's like you've been saying what everybody was scared to say, and once you said it, it seemed like it just started happening. You know what I'm saying?
That's just normal, bro. Like, that's normal. You know, it's just like the High Value Man thing with Kevin Samuels. You know, that wasn't new. It just hit it. Somebody was just able to broadcast information to a bigger thing. So if somebody comes out with the 90-10 rule, only the people that know me is gonna say, yo, that was Darris' shit. But if QC says it, that's like Kevin Samuels. He got a bigger platform. You know, so it doesn't mean that it's nothing really. I mean, hopefully they credit me for it, you know, but ultimately that's what needs to be done. The information needs to get out there, period. Even if they give me my credit or not, why not say that it costs that much? I don't understand why you have to be secretive of how, like, if you want to get a billboard at Times Square, the big billboard at Times Square is like $200,000 for 24 hours, bro, or 100,000, something fucking crazy. Let me look it up real quick because I want to make sure. Times Square billboard price. Let me see. I think it was 6ix9ine who purchased it. That's his name.
Yeah.
6ix9ine. Let me see. Yeah, here we go. Let me see how much they said this was. I think it was like 100,000, bro. It was something stupid, just really, really expensive.
Man,
something like that. It was expensive.
You
know,
there's all that
50,
foot traffic.
Yeah.
You know, so on the biggest billboard, somebody gonna look up and be like, "Oh, dang, so and so got a new album out," or "Who is this? I'm gonna check them out." Especially like that's probably the only place I see like big spaces like that in certain billboards in certain places. I do got one like bonus question. Then we're gonna get out of here. So I saw that.
Here we go. a Times Square billboard cost for a day can start at 5,000 and go up to well over 50,000 for one day. Yeah. So I think that biggest one was 100. But go ahead.
Okay. So I seen that Slim is about to come out with a project as an artist. Do you think that people? Because I seen it's a couple people in the city, but I'm using him because I mean, no disrespect or nothing like that. That's an example because I'm starting to see more CEOs come out as artists because they the ones coming with the bag. I just told
you it's so intoxicating for them to be famous. I told you, bro. Look at Dame Dillard. He's a basketball player that's already on TV, but he want to rap. Because it's so enticing, bro. Nothing beats. Let me tell you something. All of these financial gurus, Bandman Kevo, and he started off as a rapper, so that don't make sense. But like Grant Cardone and Ty Lopez and all these gurus that's trying to sell you this lifestyle. What lifestyle are they showing you? A rapper's lifestyle. They got the private jets, they got the cash, they got the girls, they got the jewelry, they got the cars, they got the expensive clothes. That's rapper shit. That's you a walking marketing billboard just from that visual.
Yeah.
So since that's the case, right? What am I trying to say here? That entertainment lifestyle, you can't get away from it, bro. They just love it so much. They love it, man. So a CEO that's trying to rap, he wants to be famous. Look at Diddy. Diddy was a CEO, but he wanted to be all in the videos because he wanted to be famous. They love this fame, bro. Fame, they love it. They want to be the man. They want to be on the red carpet. They want to get lights, and they want to do all this stuff. They want that. The reason why I do it is because my brand is going to be more known. But they want to do it for fame because they feel like it's going to get them something. I'm already straight on so many levels that I don't necessarily need fame to give me women or to give me a lifestyle of like that I'm like thirsty for. No, this is just it helps me make more money. Like I have to do this type of shit. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to deal with celebrities at all. But you need, for my business, you have to have it or people don't believe that you know what you're talking about. If I can get you on the red carpet, but you've never seen me on the red carpet, you're not going to believe me. If I can get you verified, but I'm not verified myself, you're not going to believe me. That's just how it is. If they don't see an artist that I blew up, you're not going to feel comfortable giving me 250,000, even if you got it, because you don't see an artist that I blew up. So how do you even get an artist to blow up then if nobody wants to give you that amount of money? You got to have another angle. I'm not going to say what the angle is on here, but you got to figure it out. Because guess what? People are sheep. They don't know. They don't like most people. 99% of people follow. They don't think for themselves. Even if you talk to them, they feel like they thinking for themselves. They ain't thinking for themselves. You can talk to somebody all day long and they say, this is how I feel. No, this is how you was programmed to feel. They don't know what they feeling. It's not genuine feeling. This is feelings, combined with other feelings, other programmed feelings and suggestions and things like that. That is brainwashed feelings, really. But they feel like it's real. It's really them expressing themselves. They don't know no better, bro. So I don't even I don't even go into it with these people because I know better. They just want to see stuff for themselves, bro. You know, but what they seeing, it can be manipulated. So it is what it is, man.
Yep. D, I gotta thank you for coming back through once again, man. For being adamant about it too, because I was thinking about it, but when you reached out, and like I said, I asked you the last episode, I think the episode before that, why you reached out. It's like, you know, I appreciate you working with me and taking your time out to sit down and we chop it up and, you know, kind of demystified, because I believe in what you're doing. I appreciated the things that you did for me. And, you know, even through the like ups and downs, it's like when you got somebody that's thinking like, when y'all all thinking on the same, it's like we like the X-Men. I could be thinking about something, and then Darris will think about something, and then Hayes will think about something, and then Sir Zaku will think about something, and then we get on the phone or get on the call, or, you know, I get on the call with you, and then I turn around and get on the call with them. They already saying it. So it's good to be around like-minded people. And I feel like, well, actually, I know for a fact when you get around like-minded people, even if y'all on different trains going to different stations, the mindset is going to still travel with you wherever you go. And when y'all come back to the station, the central station, and y'all link back up, the experiences are only going to strengthen that team and that bond. And so, you know what I'm saying, I feel thankful and blessed to, you know, have you on and as a recurring guest, and hopefully y'all pay attention to this, man, because, you know, you got to make a decision on what type of artist you're going to be, YouTuber you're going to be, and you have to decide on, like, is this what you really want to do? Because people don't see the long hours of, like, when I really got into it this time on YouTube, and I haven't said this, well, I probably said it during the stream, but like people don't see the long hours that I put in and the time. Really, the quarantine helped out a lot because I didn't have to be around folks, and now I'm kind of slowly going out just to get out, get into some sunlight. You know what I'm saying? Get moving, get this quarantine weight off of me. But other than that, I'm locked in. Like if I'm not, doing something for church or doing something for the family, or occasionally I might go out, or I'm not working, I'm locked in. And so, so if people don't understand that, like people don't and I've had to cut a lot of people off. I've had to distance myself away from a lot of different people. So you got to ask yourself this: Are you willing to just work your job, come home, and just chill? You deal with your family. You know what I'm saying? You might hate your job, or you might be content with your job. You have to decide on, is this something that you really want to dedicate your time to? And you may or may not make it. You got to have that passion that you gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? You got to have that consistency like you going to make it. And you may make it in certain areas. Like, it's funny when I had Mega ran, and then Darris had said a long time ago, bro, you need to be going to the convention. You need to be doing this and that. I run into Mega ran. He said, hey, bro, he's a successful independent artist. He says, bro, I'm going to E3. You coming? So you hit me right before I'm sitting there. About a week later, I think you had hit me and asked me about it, and I said I don't know, And this was after the whole thing with old boy had kind of settled over. So the girl I was with at the time, she was like, "Man, go ahead on and do it. You may not have the money per se or whatever to do it, or do it how you want to do it, but go ahead on and do it." And certain stuff, you know what I'm saying? Just like, Hayes video, just do it. Like you
when is E3? Is it they doing it this year, or is it gonna be virtual again?
It's virtual. It's on right now. I'm gonna go watch it after we get off of here, because all they doing is showing
E3.
It's this weekend. And then Summer Game Fest. Yeah, it's this weekend into next week, and all the during that is Summer Game Fest. That's Jeff Keighley's thing. So they doing them both at the same time.
Damn, they got a new Avatar game, bro.
I think I've seen it.
That shit look crazy. It's coming next year.
Yeah, well, they're supposed to finally put that movie out, so we'll see.
That movie is coming out next year too.
Yeah, it's been too long. He's been waiting too long. It's been what, almost.
He had to wait till the technology got better, is what I heard.
Yeah, it's almost been like almost a decade and some change. But Darris, I thank you for coming on, bro. Another classic interview. When y'all seeing this, it'll be Thursday. I held off on the interviews because I'm about to start putting when I put the clips, I'm gonna have bumpers and stuff out there. So we'll have this one out there in full, and then when y'all start seeing the clips,
the little, you know how they put the timestamps. You gonna do that in the interviews? You know how to do it?
Yeah, I know how to do it. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. But like I said, I want y'all to watch because I don't want people skipping around. I don't want people because if I do all that, make it easy for them, then they ain't gonna watch it all the way through. And that's the I've looked at the times, and people been watching it, and people been going back to it. People all around the world watching it. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I did that strategic. I know you want me to put the clips out, but I did that strategically.
What's your subscribers been over the last 2-3 months?
They went up. They went up the last 2-3 months. They went up about, I want to say, about 100 or 200, and that's only. Yeah, so it's like and I know it's because of like it's certain stuff that like works against me, my name and other little stuff, but at the same time, I don't need like I'm at a point now, D, that when stuff blows up like with this, and I ain't gonna, you know, like when stuff blows up between like us sharing it out, other people sharing it, looking at it, searching it, because you know you got a Mic Check Global Haters Facebook group somewhere. It's deep down embedded. Like I think they sent me an invite and kicked me out of it. So when they found out, but it's like, you know, between all of that and between like I really stopped looking at like you said earlier. I really stopped. I got out of the habit of like I look, but then I'll be like, okay, well, let me see what's going on. Do I have any notices up here? Okay. I don't even trip off of the numbers like that. Now some days I'll be like, they just changed the algorithm again. So now I gotta figure it out. But at the same time, I really don't.
What helped me is just focusing on what I can control.
Yeah.
Like if I'm doing my business and I know I can control if people sign up on the day that they say they're gonna sign up, because 9 times out of 10 they're gonna lie. Be like, yeah, I'm gonna sign up on this date, and the day come around and they don't be nowhere to be found. I'm pretty sure you remember that.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know, so since that's the case, I just focus on my advertisements. Like I can control how much advertisement money I spend, and you know, if I'm making sure I'm getting leads and I'm making sure I got people always, you know, discovering me constantly, that's what I can control. How I am on the phone, you know, researching different marketing techniques. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I can control. Everything else I can't control. So I don't even focus on that. You know, and you asked me like, where do I see Mic Check Global in the future? You know, that's I'm open to whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily know everything that is going to turn into, but you know, it's going to be as big as it's supposed to be. Because one thing I do know is when it comes to things that's destined for you, it's gonna happen regardless. This shit is destined for you, and you put in the work. First of all, you got to put in the work, which activates your purpose. Because everybody got a purpose, but if you don't work on it, you don't activate it. That shit just dormant. So when your purpose is actually activated, and I literally worked through my entire 20s. So the fact that I did that, you know, I'm able to deal with some heavy hitters in a lot of different fields, and I feel like it's just really I feel like this is really the beginning of Mic Check Global. Like all the other stuff in the past, that was like practice, bro. That wasn't even the real shit. Like from here forward, like that's the real Mic Check Global stuff. You know what I'm saying? All the other stuff was just trying to figure out what it is I'm trying to do. Because like I said, the fact that I'm able to get people financing and get people like business loans and shit, like that's gonna help your business and your music, or vice versa. If you just want it for your business or your music, plus you get marketing and you get consultation and guidance through you wanting to start a business, like that's big, bro. Like that shit just started this year, that project that I'm working on, that's already active, you know. So I mean, yeah, it's just beginning, bro. So these next, you know, 2 to 5 years, man, is really gonna set what exactly Mic Check Global is in the next 2 to 5 years. Probably next year it'll really be known what it is I'm gonna be doing. But like I said, it could take longer, but either way, you know, it's all good. And the people that's rocking with me and the people that's supporting what I got going on, you know, it gets reciprocated. Period. You know, because you know, as a people, we got to work with each other and we got to support each other in each other's endeavors, you know, no matter what. So shit, I'm just grateful for my position, you know. So we're just gonna do this, make this thing happen, man.
Yeah, man. So I appreciate you once again for coming on. It's
We got
Killzown
Beats and
interview
Bits on Monday.
Friday. So y'all be seeing this on Thursday. Hold on, let me rewind. You Ain't Lying podcast.
That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, is on well, hold on. Yeah, Wednesday, 6 p.m. Central Time is You Ain't Lying. Thursday, the interview will come out at 7 p.m. Central Time on Thursday. Friday, it's Beats and Bits at 9 p.m. And Saturday at 6 p.m. It's Tales of the Simp podcast.
Now, You Ain't Lying comes out Wednesdays, right?
Yep.
But we doing a show with We Ain't Lying on Monday, pre-recorded.
Well, hold on. We don't want to tell them when we're doing it. Yeah, but yeah, we do pre-record the show just like we pre-record the interview. Y'all will see if by the time y'all watching this, Tales of a Simp will be live today.
Right.
But you know, sometimes I pre-record those. You know, we've just been experimenting with that. You know, and we'll do some of these interviews live as well. So y'all will see us back live, but we experiment with it because I'm moving around, Hayes is moving around, Darris obviously is moving around. So yeah, Monday definitely, because he just sent me the topics for that. So y'all be on the lookout, and I'm about to start putting everything on the streaming services. So y'all will see that.
So you're gonna backlog the episodes and put them on Spotify and Apple Music.
Oh yeah, everywhere really.
Well, yeah. The audio.
Oh yeah. Nice. That's the next thing. Website is coming soon. Everything. I'm basically setting the table now and put myself, doing the stuff that like we talked about behind the scenes beforehand. Now, because I had to get into the right headspace. I had, I told you before the stuff that happened, it kind of put me in that space. And at first, I kind of looked at it like it was a bad thing, but it was kind of like, that time, when Frieza killed Krillin, and then Goku went Super Saiyan for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's kind of that moment that made me say, you know what, this is time now.
Right.
So everything, like you said with Mike Tech Global, everything with me going forward is just getting more streamlined, more turned up, and so and it's like what you willing to sacrifice, what you willing to put off to the side, because you can't be out here, fellas and ladies, we're gonna be talking about that on, y'all probably already see about women simping too. But one thing I'll say about the ladies is they're getting a little bit more organized and a little bit more dedicated, because they see that it ain't that many men that's doing it across the board. So I say that to say this: as black men, we got to start stepping it up and start building it up and not being scared to make moves, because we can't expect our women to respect us. We can't expect the world to respect us if we not on our job being providers, protectors, and all of that. And Facts. Doing it without all that macho in the middle of it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Facts. Well, that's what it is, man. So we can I'm ready to do the fourth one in a couple of months.
Okay.
Man. Just gonna get some more examples, and we're gonna keep this thing moving.
All right. Sir. All right. So this has been Killzown Interviews. Darris Robins, CEO of Mike Tech Global. This is part 3. And part 4, you just said part 4 is coming soon. So we out. Peace.
Yes, sir.